who originated the print? I was joking with you in a text about ice cream. How far does that go back? Or I've heard that in a bunch of like rehearsals. And where does that start from?
No, the story is we're getting on an elevator. Prince and Manny, Larry Graham and Tina,
Okay,
and Maceo and myself. And I jokingly turned to Larry and I started making all of these ice cream references because he wears all white. So I
okay,
looked at
yeah,
him
right.
and said, well, now that you're here, I want to get a Nutty Buddy and I want to get my sister Vanilla Cone, sort of a takeoff on the Eddie Murphy routine when he's talking about ice cream.
Right,
And
right.
I said, and my little brother wants a bomb pop. And Prince was aghast. He says, you can't talk to Larry Graham like that. He doesn't know. I met Larry Graham at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame opening, like maybe, 5 or 6 years prior.
Okay.
So I knew Larry already. And Larry just looked at me and just laughed like that guy's just out of his mind. But hey, that's, finished Greg. Prince remembered that. And so we do the musicology video.
Mm-hmm.
What does he have me wearing? A white suit.
That's right.
and,
Did you have your little change thing to click out the good humor on the side?
No. I didn't have that. No, I didn't have the coin thing.
Yeah.
So we're doing the show. And I know my solo was coming up. And I'm waiting for him to say, Greg. And he yells, ice cream.
Yeah.
And I think it was a friendly dig at me, cornering Larry in the elevator and making Ice Cream Man references and stuff. But Prince called me Ice Cream. He called me Frankenbone.
He only joked with those that he loved, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's where Ice Cream came from.
Yeah, you guys had a great rapport on stage, and I'm sure in the studio as well. I got to tell you, the first time I saw you with Prince, this I'm going to tie Maceo in it, and Larry was there too. But Montreal, the One Night Alone tour, before it started, the lights went. I was like on the second floor. I went out to the men's room. I was in the concourse with my wife. Maceo was standing there with a saxophone, all in a suit. Natasha Madison, his manager, right next to him. So I strike up the conversation with him because my wife at the time was working with Corey Parker promoting his CD.
Okay, yeah.
So Maceo's like, yeah, we had a great conversation. It was short. The lights go down. This guy's coming down 2 flights down to the stage, blowing his horn. Is that how every show in hockey arena started like that for Maceo?
Yeah, the horns would walk down the aisle.
Right.
And that's how the show would start. Now, the funny thing is a Candy Dulfer story, that comes with that. And she's walking down the aisle, and we're playing the little groove, and we all coming on. And the turnaround is, Prince would yell, "Turn around!" Dun, 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 dun. He yelled, "Turn around," and that's exactly what Candy did. She turned around.
Walking down the steps?
No, she was halfway up on the stage at that.
Oh, okay. Right.
But yeah, she literally turned around, and that's kind of like I won't say an ongoing joke, but it's a laughable little story from that time.
Yeah, that was the night where Larry came on stage. You guys did a 20-minute version of Days of Wild, and Prince had the Montreal Canadiens hockey jersey on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never seen a picture with him with that jersey, but you were there to verify he had a hockey jersey on the Canadiens. Yep.
And he he had a Detroit Pistons jersey on once too.
Yeah.
When Tayshaun Prince was playing with them, he naturally had a jersey with Prince on the back.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah.
And Vince Carter, I think when you guys played Much Music. Yeah. So yeah, amazing band there.
Prince is, it is documented that he's a b-baller.
Yeah.
A rather skilled one. I mean, he's got a court inside Paisley Park, so that ought to tell you right there.
Yeah. So he had game, right?
Oh yeah,
Right.
he definitely did.
That tour with that documentary, I'm sure you seen it. You were a part of it. The musicology tour.
Yeah.
Um, the Black Sweat in the dressing room. Is that you playing horns on the alternate version?
Um,
You
I
know,
gotta
he's
look at
joking
that.
with people backstage, and with Chance and Blackwell and Rhonda.
Probably. I mean,
There's horns. There's horns on it, and it's
yeah,
like a version of Black Sweat, but it's real funky, like a James Brown kind of thing.
yeah. Then it
So,
probably were because that was one of the things that Prince liked about Maceo was he was able to come up with these little funky horn line snippets almost at the drop of a dime. And
okay,
now, before I got with P Funk, I wasn't, that's not something I did. And that's one of the things I learned from Maceo is it doesn't have to be the greatest line in the world, but if it's played well and executed properly, it sounds like platinum.
wow,
And so Maceo was, doing that all the time. And even now, different bands I play with, I still do the same thing.
yeah, that wisdom passed on.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Go ahead.
I've had my ears open all this time. I've been
Yeah.
working ears and eyes.
Where'd you get that Bob Gibson jersey you were wearing? I forget what gig. I saw a video on that.
I ordered it. I
Oh,
was,
okay.
my thing that summer was vintage baseball jerseys. I had Frank Robinson, of course, growing up here in the DC Baltimore area, he was my favorite baseball player along with Frank Howard.
Oh, yeah.
And I have a Frank Howard jersey too.
Oh,
Um, Satchel Paige, Jackie Robinson, and Josh Gibson.
oh, going way back. Yeah.
So those were the jerseys I was wearing on the road, not last summer, but the summer before. And I swapped those out for some Tromboyer t-shirts.
Yeah, I've seen you. Can people order those?
Yes, you can.
Okay,
Go to my,
give us all the specifics. We'll put it in the description when we upload it.
okay.
Where can they go?
You can go to my Facebook page. I put a link there where you can order the shirts. And
Okay.
I think it expires in another 4 days, but I'll post it again.
Okay.
So if the link is expired, I'll put it back up again soon.
Yeah, they're really stylish. I mean, I saw them. I was like, wow, that's a cool product.
Yeah.
Well,
If you keep it simple, it looks more like what I say, like Donna Karan, New York, or Calvin Klein or something, or
right.
anything of that. And keeping it simple. Plus, it's a lot cheaper if you only use one color ink.
Yeah, right. Got to be practical with that.
Yeah.